Smith reporting on CNN Live News from our studio in San Diego. Today I have a very special guest with me. Her name is Patricia Picinini. She is a famous Australian modernist painter, and here she is. Hello, Patricia.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having me here.
You're welcome. Now, would you like to tell us a little bit about your work?
Okay, well, obviously I'm an Australian artist. Well, I work in a variety of media, including painting, sculpture, video, sound, installation, and digital prints.
Okay, so what about your background? I heard you were born in 1965, and where exactly was that?
Well, I grew up in a little town called Freetown in Sierra Leone. I later moved to Australia with my family.
Okay.
And they are truly wonderful family.
Yes.
And then I studied economic history and later enrolled in a school in Melbourne.
That's right. And so when choosing what you're working on, what are your ideas and inspirations?
Right now, I'm really focused and interested in how our understanding of the natural has shifted. And my inspiration is, of course, my surroundings and everyday life.
That's very interesting. Now, I have heard you have begun to refine techniques for such difficult processes, such forms from computer-generated origins into physical works.
Well, yes. I aim to interrogate these two concepts. The technological, landscape as garden and the automated service as desire.
Right. So, what artworks are you interested in creating?
I like to make my works distinguish between the natural, organic and constructed worlds. For example, my work of the young family demonstrates the natural part of my work. And for example, the nest demonstrates the constructed worlds.
Right. That's quite unique.
Yes, it is.
So, what media are you interested in using, and what have you done with your past works?
I do a lot of sculpture. For an example, The Young was my favourite piece to work on.
Yes, that is a very interesting piece. And what media did you use for that?
Well, I used a bit of fiberglass, latex, paint, and human hair.
Right. And when using hybridized working methods, wait, you do use that, is that correct?
That's right. I use a lot of hybrid media, which is actually part photograph and part sculpture.
Oh, okay. Well, what were your influences for this magnificent, let's say, unique piece?
Well, my inspirations was, of course, my surroundings. But I would also have to say cloning was a big part of it. Technology to do with living things and stem cells.
Wow, okay. That's a really interesting way of working. And evolution, what exactly are you trying to represent?
Well, that would really have to be reality. I'm really focused on grasping that concept of reality.
Yes, I can see that. Your work represents a lot of nature and organic forms. Now, what could you say your intentions were for this piece?
Well, I wanted to use a lot of new media and subject matter while still maintaining the concept of traditional art. An example of this would be a mother and child.
Yes. I have heard you work alone and create one-off materials. So, therefore, you do not mass produce your work.
That's correct. I do not mass produce. I like to make those one-off pieces be spontaneous and make them as unique as possible.
That is fabulous. Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us a little bit about your work and what you do.
Well, it's a pleasure coming in. I had a great time. And thank you for letting me come in and tell everyone about my work and what I do.
You are so welcome. This was Barbara Smith reporting on CNN Live News. Good evening, everyone.
This is CNN Headline News.